Hello there, I'm Megan Andrew and welcome to my channel. The new Pretty Pink Posh August release is live and it's full of Halloween fun. This video is part of the Pretty Pink Posh release video hop, and after me, you'll hop on over to Mindy Egan. But I hope you'll check out this card making tutorial and be sure to shop all of the products that I use in this video in the video description below by clicking the More button. Be sure to leave a comment on this video so that you can be entered to win a $20 gift certificate to Pretty Pink Posh to shop these amazing products. I have a wide variety of products on hand today, anything from shaker dies to stamp sets to amazing textural stencils. I love all the dies that are created to make shakers. So many great things. There are a few products that's really stood out to me, and so I'm going to go with my gut and start with these three products: a stamp set, a stencil, and a shaker die set. I'm starting out here with a piece of Spellbinder's violet cardstock in an A2 size and grape soda ink from Concord and Ninth. Now my plan here is to create just a vignette around the edges of this cardstock just to give it that darkness around the edges so that the middle of the cardstock piece looks a lot lighter. Once I have the look that I'm going for achieved, I am going to grab the Crackle background stencil. It's a 6x6 stencil, and I am going to take Eggplant ink from Concord and Ninth, which is much darker than grape soda, and I'm going to continue to go along the edges of my card panel, keeping the center brighter than the edges. Now I'm working on the 9x12 sticky mat from Altenew, which I love because if I want to just take a look at how this is going, I can just pick up that corner. I want it to be a little bit darker, so I'm going to replace the stencil and go back in adding my ink. Now it's time for me to take some blacking because I really want that delineation of color between the center and the edges. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit of black ink, and this is really going to create that drama that I'm going for here. Okay, let's take a look at this amazing reveal. Wow, I did not even expect that Crackle to turn out as good as it did, so I'm really pleased. Next, I grabbed the Potion Bottle Shakers die, and I like this large die. I think it's going to look really great in the middle of the panel. So I'm placing it here at an angle. I'm going to cut out the entire shape because we are going to create an inlay shaker on this card. I'm going to put my tape in place and run that through my die cutting machine. Once my panel is cut, I'm going to generously cover that opening with some adhesive from scrapbook.com on the back and place a piece of scrapbook.com acetate over the opening of my potion bottle window. I love a green and purple combination for Halloween, so I grabbed a piece of Peridot cardstock from Spellbinders and I cut the outside of that potion bottle. You can see there how it's going to just fit in perfectly. I'm then going to cut just the top off so I can get that rim of the potion bottle in black. I'm just going to cut that apart with my scissors here. And then I will use the die for the bottle stopper in craft cardstock so I can cut that out. Once I have those pieces in place, I am going to add some glue to the back of that bottle die cut and carefully place that within the acetate window. Now behind my bottle opening, I want there to be some variation in color too. I've grabbed the remnant of that Peridot cardstock and I'm just coloring the bottom half with AVOCADO ink from Concord and Ninth. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that piece onto my folded card base. Then I will lift up the top panel and add some 3mm foam adhesive from scrapbook.com. I'm going to place that foam adhesive around the outside edges, and I'm also going to go around the edges of that potion bottle as well. And this will be where I place my shaker beads. I'm using the brand new Spellbound shaker beads, and they are green and purple and teal, black and white. They're perfect for this card. I'm going to place those in that opening, and then I'm going to grab a few clear sequins just to add a little bit of sparkle to this potion. Once I have those in place, it's time to carefully remove the foam adhesive backer and place my folded card base on the back side of that card, being sure that the fold is at the top. Then I can turn this over and see the amazing shaker potion bottle in the center of this amazing crackled background. Next, I'm grabbing some Olo Premium Marker Blending Card because I'm going to be stamping the Spider Friends Spiders onto this cardstock so that I can color it with my Olo markers. I'm stamping all of the spiders at once along with the broom and the witch's hat because I know I will use them at some point. So I'm inking up with Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink, which is alcohol marker friendly, and stamping them onto that Olo card. I'm stamping one of my spiders in a cool gray, and then I've chosen to stamp some in a blue violet. So I will be sure to add the Olo colors that I'm using in the video description and on my blog post, which you can find in the video description by clicking the More button. I added just a little bit of shading to the bottom half of the legs of the spider and a little bit onto his tummy, and I'm coloring the rest of him in gray. For my blue violet spider, I've started out with a medium blue violet, and then I'll go in with the darker blue violet to add that shading at the bottom of the leg. And then so I can make the face look a little bit shiny there at the top, I've purposefully not colored that one section. Then I'll go in with a very light blue violet to color that in, and then go back with that medium blue violet to color in the rest of the body. So that gives a little bit of a shine mark right there on the top of the forehead. Once the body is colored, I'll go in with a darker blue violet and add some shading under the hat and at the bottom of the tummy. I also like to go back with that previous color just to soften those lines a little bit so the difference between the two colors isn't so harsh. And I can also add a little bit of light shading around the edges. For the hat, I'm using a true violet here, which I think still looks great because that's kind of the color of my card background. I'm just adding some shading around the edges of that triangle, and then more shading around the edges of the brim of the hat. I had to make the band of the hat match that Peridot color that is on my card front, adding a little bit of shading and a black buckle. This spider is so cute, and I think he's going to have to go on my card front. Once I have all of the spiders colored, and I did add a little bit of speckles to their bodies too, I am going to cut them out with the coordinating dies. Now that my spiders are cut out, I'm turning to my sentiment, and I'm using the Halloween Greetings stamp set here. I really love the Hocus Pocus sentiment, so I am going to emboss this in silver on black cardstock. I think this will really make that sentiment shine and look great on that purple background. I used the coordinating Halloween Greetings die set to cut that out, and now my sentiment is ready to go. I think it looks great to have three things around my bottle, but that spider is definitely the star of the show. My sentiment is going to be placed on with some foam adhesive. This is the black 1mm foam adhesive from scrapbook.com. I already have the three filling up my shaker, so I don't want to put too much more on top. That little broom is perfect for leaning up against the bottle and resting on the sentiment too. I just love the way that looks. To embellish the front of my card, I'm grabbing the Boo To You mix. This is new at Pretty Pink Posh, and this has a mix of different shape shakers. Now I am going to pull out some of the black stars and black circles to put on my card front in a diagonal line around my bottle. And with that, my card is complete. I really love this shaker card. I love Halloween so much. And this card is just so striking with that purple and lime green and then those shaker bits. Thanks so much for stopping by my YouTube channel today to watch this card making tutorial. Be sure to check out all of the new Pretty Pink Posh products in the video description, and there you'll be able to find the next link in this video hop, which is on Mindy Egan's YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit subscribe, leave a comment, and like this video. I appreciate you. Happy creating, my friends.